So for living a good life or standard life, we need money.
That thought at the back of mind of a man is like, if I stop working, things will never work. So, okay, we could talk about money. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, we can. No problem. Everybody is interested in money.
Yes, I guess so. Yes. How often do you think of money?
Most of the time, because this is something that can be used to fulfill our desires and needs. So for living a good life or standard life, we need money. So that is pretty much in the cards. So as
Mm.
I'm married, so I have to take care of all the expenses.
Mm.
So that's why I'm looking for some monetary gains by teaching also, and I have recently started some online sessions. So
Oh.
everybody thinks about money. So money is the biggest motivator. I must say that.
Yes, yes. It kind of drives you, right? Yeah, as you said, like you are the man of the house and you need to take care of things. So I think the stress is more on a man in India,
That
especially.
is on my. The burden is something that I have to carry all the time because when you are the pillar of your house, then all the repairing is there. So you have to keep the house intact. So for that, we need to go out and earn. So I'm not taking anything by saying that women are not doing anything because my wife is also doing something. She is into learning mode right now. She is going to start her career very soon, and we both will be collecting money.
Mm, yeah. But when it comes to Indian society, like boys are raised with a feeling that you need to take care of a family when you grow up. And this happens only in India. And girls are like, given a clean sheet kind of. It's okay, you can relax. There will be a man who will take care of you. So I think that was the upbringing back then. But now I feel, like having a husband who is like quite encouraging. So he feels that you are educated, so you need to be financially stable too. So
Yes.
that was the reason, one of the reasons why I started working again for YouTube. Because yeah, I didn't want him to have that feeling is that the entire burden was on his shoulder. I don't say that we have any financial constraints, but still that thought at the back of mind of a man is like, if I stop working, things will never work. Right? That I don't want him to be under that pressure or stress of thinking about saving money, all these matters. So I thought, okay, let me be another pillar.
Yeah, that is a constant pressure that a man has to live with. And when I talk about myself, so sometimes you know that we are pretty much into earning, so we look for different ways, and sometimes it is quite stressful also. So the signs of those stress are pretty much visible in the relationship. Sometime it happens. So we
Yeah.
cannot simply take it out of the equation. It happens a lot. So as she is also educated, and I'm always there to help her, so
Mm.
whatever that she wants to do, so I'm always encouraging her. So that will also help me like stabilizing myself. Sometime I can take that leeway of doing different things because sometimes we have to be very much particular when we are doing something. We cannot try so many things because
Yeah.
might be that plan will backfire. So when you have somebody holding yourself together, or somebody is giving you some certain help, so then we can go ahead and we can try different things.
Yeah, yeah, rightly said. Because even at my home, he's of a person that he takes care of the kitchen equally, like how I take care. He's equally involved in my children's lives. So I thought that I should be equally involved in other matters also, including finance.
Yeah, like women play a very different kind of technique that is called ninja technique. So whenever I'm in the kitchen, because I love to do cook and I'm very good at cooking, I can say that I can pat my own back by saying that. Even
Mm.
she wasn't aware of cooking. She was she knew only few dishes, so I taught her everything. And
Oh, oh.
yeah, I can take that freedom by saying that, and I know somewhere she would watch that, and there is no problem. So
Mm.
whenever I'm in the kitchen, she keeps on saying that you cook this really well, so you cook that
Mm.
really well. So these kind of pestering always make me do things. So even I enjoy doing that. So my Saturdays, Sundays are pretty much in the kitchen, and sometimes I
Okay.
go out.
Yeah, very nice. Because, usually this is not very common for Indian men to say
Yeah.
that they are cooking and they like cooking, actually. Yeah, even my
Yeah.
husband is a qualified chef. He has done his
Yes.
hotel
So,
management, he has done his master's also in this area. So, yeah, I'm lucky enough. I don't know as much as he does.
okay. So
Mm,
you might have tried different cuisines at home. So he's
yes.
always there. So what are
Yeah.
the benefits of like being a chef at home? So what are the benefits that you drive?
If I come across any recipe, I don't try it by myself. I push him to try it. Like any sort of cake or any international dish, whatever it is. I don't go to trial and error things. I only cook what I already know to do well. But if it is
Mhm.
anything of an experiment, I tell him to try it.
So what made you start a YouTube channel? Is it like money as we are talking about? So I know money is important.
Yeah.
Made you
Basically,
start.
I wanted a kind of, I would say, loosely time pass to talk to people and, share my knowledge. When I realized that I was really good in English, I mean, at least better, compared to a lot of people. That is the reason I started, so that I can interact with people and somehow pass my time. But yes, money was also equally important, because now I'm putting my effort. And if it doesn't show up in the form of money, then I wouldn't be interested in doing it, right? So I thought, let
Yes.
me be able to do it, then I think money will follow. So yeah, both the
Yes,
reasons.
because if you want to do charity, it starts with money also. Because like you should have something in your pocket. If I'm pretty much full, so that I can think about other things, I can think about society and other people. So first, I
Mm,
have to be financially independent, and this
yeah.
is something that everybody looks up to. If you
Mm,
are financially independent, you can try anything, and that's what people are pretty much crazy in like looking for the ways to get financially independent. So do you think money is also a biggest stress nowadays, or it has
yeah.
been?
Yeah. I think it has been, maybe people were more content with whatever they had in the past, but now people have forgotten to distinguish between needs and wants. There are a lot of
Yes.
wants as compared to needs. Needs are fulfilled most of the time, at least in this generation. Needs are like taken care of, but the wants are limitless. So I think
Yes.
everybody wants to have everything. So that is the reason they're not content, and how much ever money comes in, they still want more, and they're not satisfied. The
The things
lifestyle
that we
is of
can live,
such.
yeah, the things that we can live without, even those things are pretty much there in our houses or
Yeah.
homes. So whenever we go to markets, sometimes the glittering markets. So we were talking about something like when we
Yeah,
go
you
to
were going to the market.
yeah market, sometimes we buy things which are not needed. So those useless stuff, we simply carry that load at our home, and later on we think that, oh my God, why did I buy this thing? Because this is something that attracts us in the market, and now we can live without many more things, but still we
Mm,
want them because we have a notion in the society that if you have a lot of things at your home, or there are a lot of luxurious things, then luxuries can give you a lot of comfort and it can give you immense pleasure. But like these materialistic things cannot give you happiness for very longer period of time. If I buy
mm,
an iPhone 15 Pro Max, very next year there is another one. So then I
yeah.
might think that look at the people, they have 16 Pro Max and I have 15 Pro Max. So this is a kind of mad run.
Yeah. It is like a cycle. It never ends,
Yeah,
especially
vicious
what you told
circle.
about iPhone. That's
Yeah.
really true.
Yes, vicious circle that we can't simply come out of.
Yes. And in the foreign countries, it is pretty okay. If you work for 1 week, you will get the entire money of iPhone. You can repay it very well. But in India, you need to work, like, I don't know, it depends on what your income is. But 3 to 6 months salary, at
Yeah.
least you have to pay for that. That is the difference,
People are in
actually.
debt. People are in debt, and like they
Okay.
buy mobile phone on EMIs, they borrow money from the banks, and they
Yeah.
buy that. So this is
Yeah.
something that is putting them in a different kind of a difficult situation. I must say that. So this vicious circle, they are not able to come out. So they keep moving
Mm.
in circles, and because once you are under debt, so then it is very difficult to come out sometime. When you buy things or when you want more than you chew, so then that's when the problems start.
Yes. And who among you is more into investment or savings? Who thinks of this often?
Neither of us.
Oh.
Now I have started doing that. I have invested somewhere, but most of the time, that when you are in a family, when we are very over ambitious at times, so we keep on buying things. But I'm pretty much criticized because I buy a lot of things. I am like extravagant, those expensive, like my money is pretty much spent like this. But now I'm taking care of that because she keeps on like admonishing me most of the time on those things, but it's all right sometime because I'm coming from a background where I did not see much. So when you start getting something, then there is a desire inside that I want to have this, I want to have that. But
Mm.
desire and want, like desires are different and needs are different. So even
Yes.
I was not able to distinguish between them. You rightly
Mm.
said that. So I was a victim of that particular time. Still, I am pretty much like fall prey to those things at times,
Mm.
but
Mm.
it's all right. That's how the life goes. But we need to learn from those different phases, and we should
Mm.
work on our desires sometime.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, but I think it gradually comes and becomes a nature of you. Once you start spending that kind of money,
Mhm.
it becomes difficult for you to go back and become a stingy person or a conjuice, what you say, right? So but I think it is in the nature, because since a
Mhm.
child I was that kind of person who never spends money. Okay, if somebody give, like, it is a culture, right? When relatives leave, they give you some money or something, then I take and I preserve it for like forever. I never spend that money, so I've always been this kind of person. I still am. Okay, so I think it comes in the nature of a person. Once you start spending, it kind of becomes a habit for you, and it becomes difficult for you to come back and be the opposite person.
But it happens with a lot of girls. They keep on saving money because when I teach in my classroom, sometime I see that when I ask questions like, "What do you do with your pocket money?" they keep on saving that. And when you check
Okay.
their register, sometime you happen to see 500 rupees note in that. So they say
Huh.
that we find different ways to hide our money and we want to save it for future. But for the boys, that they have to be like a Casanova. Sometime they want to like follow the trend, and trendy things comes with a price tag.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I would say, yeah, I've seen men also being like, very careful while spending, but I would say
Yes,
majority of women, they are
yes.
into saving.
Mature, like women become mature like quicker than men. I must say that.
Yeah. And when it comes to things like shopping, especially for clothes or jewelry, that kind of thing goes off from our brains, I think. Like, I have to save. It kind of
Yeah.
lures us into buying, especially
Yes.
clothing and jewelry and accessories.
So I have started a part-time business also that is like ready-made clothes. That is from pretty much from my home, and that is online stuff. So whenever
Okay.
she wants, she takes clothes from there. Whenever I want, we do that. So it's a part-time kind of thing, and it is taking care of our needs also. And
Mm.
I'm blessed to have a wife like her. And whenever we go to the market, she is the one who makes me not spending money too much. Even she doesn't want to buy so many things. She's
Mm.
okay with whatever that is available, and she is not very much into demanding, or like she's not always demanding things.
Mm. Right.
Mind,
And
mind you, the bulk of the demand is from my end.
right. Yes. If by chance you found some, like, really good amount on the road, what would you utilize it for? Or would
First of
you?
all, like when you go on the roads, when you want to cross them, you look left and right. So if I find money somewhere, so I will do the same. And
This is just a hypothetical question. Can't be
like
true, at least in on Indian roads.
honestly speaking, I would rather invest that now
Mm.
because a lot of scolding for my wife has made me change my habit now. So I would definitely invest that money in real estate or somewhere else, or will go for futuristic investment where I'll get like good returns. So that's
Okay.
what, because I have a son now. When you become a father or when you become a
Mm.
parent, then you have extra responsibilities on your shoulder. So,
True.
responsibilities make you a different human being altogether, and that is the case with me also. So I have to shoulder many responsibilities now, So that's
Mm.
why I have started thinking in this direction.
Mm. Right. How
And
do
what
you
about
manage
you?
time? Oh, what about me? Yes, I would actually not be very happy about finding money because, that I have a notion that, how I don't know how that money has come, right? Maybe a person, how he has earned that money, it kind of matters to me. So I would not be happy to find money. Maybe I will invest all of it in charity.
Okay. There will be
Mm.
a guilt associated with that. Like, how did I, like, might be
Yeah.
that
And when
person
you
might have worked really hard to earn that.
And when somebody hands over you something like property,
Mhm.
money, whatever, you don't have much value about it.
Yes.
It's okay for you to spend that, but if it is your own hard-earned money, you will think, you will really think about it.
So, but in my imagination, I answered that, but mostly I don't get anything like platter. So nothing
Mm,
happens like this when, because whatever that I have achieved in my life, that is just because of
mm,
my hard work. So when you work hard for something, you don't want to simply throw the money in the sink. So you do a
yeah.
lot of like you stay away from the useless stuff. You try to invest that
Mm,
money. Yes,
mm,
as I said, that I was growing up with the notion that nothing is on the trees, like nothing grows, money doesn't grow on trees, and that kind of things were there. I wanted to have so many things in my childhood, but I could not get those things because of
mm,
my financial instability at that time. My parents were not able to afford many things, so I decided
mm,
once I start earning, I would buy many things, because you know that when we are like when someone is a child, that child thinks that I want to buy every chocolate in the world.
yeah.
So now I have grown up, I can buy many chocolates, I can order from different applications also, but that
Mm,
taste is somewhere in the childhood now.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
you
buy
no longer
chocolate,
want to
but
eat chocolates. Yeah.
yes.
Mm. Our taste change as we grow.
Yeah, when we become like adult, and that particular desire to have everything is also dying. When we go out, we want to do a lot of things, but now certain responsibilities, even when you grow up, you start refraining yourself from doing those things.
Mm.
So like, what are you doing when it comes to saving or investing? So what do you do?